All right, you guys, what is going on? Hey, this is Joshua Zitting from joshuazittingfit.com, and I'm actually really excited, you guys, about bringing you guys this information. First of all, I want to thank you guys for taking time to get on this webinar. It is going to be a ton of fun, ton of information, you guys. And it does last about 45 minutes, so just so you can prepare for that. But I would say that if you can help it, put distractions away, because you guys, the information on this it can be life-changing. I mean, once you understand the science behind fitness, it makes your life so much easier. So just so we're not complete strangers, you guys, I'm going to get into like who I am and my background. But here's the thing, is that we're on a live event. So if you guys can, share this on social media, talk about it. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. So if you want, go to Facebook, facebook.com/Joshua Zitting Fitness, you guys, and just leave a comment on there. Share the webinar. And that way other people have access to it, share the webinar link, and that way they can also hop on and get this information. So who am I, right? So my name is Joshua Zitting. I've been in the fitness industry for about 13 years. Actually, it's closer to 14 now. As a personal trainer and basically nutrition specialist, weight loss coach, life coach, entrepreneur, and social media expert. So these are just some of my photos on the right. And I definitely want you guys to be able to connect with me on social media. So if you can, take a screenshot of this, or if you've got your phone, definitely start reaching out to me, you guys. If you guys have questions ever, I love connecting with people. I love being able to answer questions. And I definitely get back as soon as I can. And so definitely follow me on social media so we can connect. So here's the question, you guys. Do you currently feel lost or stuck in your weight loss journey? So have you been trying to put on muscle, or maybe you just feel stuck, or maybe literally you're just starting out and you simply want an effective path to follow? So as we're going through this, if you guys can interact with me, it would be huge. In the chat box, throughout, I'm going to be asking you guys to basically chime in and answer questions and stuff. So it kind of helps me find out where you guys are at. So also, so right now, for those of you on the call, maybe give me like a hashtag stuck, or if you're trying to put on muscle, say hashtag muscle, or if you're trying to lose weight, give me a hashtag weight loss, right? So I can kind of get an idea of how to tailor the webinar for you guys. And again, it's very interactive. So if you guys follow along, pay attention, we've got some giveaways and stuff too for those of you that are actually interacting with me. So the thing is this, you guys, you're not alone, right? Today we're going to actually cover why your diet has not worked for you. The other thing is being careful who you take advice from, all right? There's a lot of misinformation out there. Understanding your body type, you guys, there's different body types, and when you can understand your specific body type and what's going to work for you, it's going to make your journey that much easier. So the other thing is how you can eat more food and still lose weight. We're going to cover that. How to count your macros, you guys. Macronutrients are your fats, carbs, and proteins. But a lot of people don't really fully understand how to calculate them, how to count them, how to work that into your daily routine to where it's simple for you, not just a headache. So we're going to cover that tonight. Pitfalls and how to avoid them. How to rid your sweet tooth. How to prep for success, having the right mindset, you guys, because mindset is absolutely huge. And then kind of testing the water, finding the right program and things that are going to work for you so you have success as you're on this journey. So here are some before and after photos, you guys. These are clients of mine. And the reason I put this up here is because these are real before and after photos, okay? I get super frustrated online when I see so many fake before and after photos. In fact, one of the bodybuilders that I used to follow that was really active online was Devin Physique. And he just got in trouble for, he was basically photoshopping his clients before and afters, all of his own photos. And that's frustrating to me, because the truth is that when you lie about stuff, you guys, you're going to get caught no matter what. And it doesn't help people when you're putting out information online that is false, right? These are all real before and after photos. It's healthy weight loss, you guys, over an 8-week period. Okay. If you see some of this, 15 pounds lost, 14 pounds lost, 19 pounds lost, 18, 4 pounds of muscle gained right there in the middle. And that's the thing, you guys, is that this is when you have the right information, it becomes a lot easier for you. So I just wanted to show you guys some of these photos to kind of help you understand like what healthy weight loss is and how it'll affect you. So, and again, we're going to have bonuses throughout. So pay attention and engage. In fact, talking about before and after photos, how many of you guys get frustrated when you see before and after photos and they clearly, are fake? Or I've seen a lot of programs even floating around on Facebook right now where it's like these 30-day transformations, and I can just tell that they're totally false. So, but a lot of people still buy into them because it's marketing, right? So, so why your diet has failed you. You guys, the internet is a bathroom wall of information. And quite frankly, a lot of people aren't eating enough foods, and they're not eating enough of the right foods. So eating certain foods at certain times is also important, and we call it food timing, which we're going to go over tonight as well. So the other thing is not exercising properly or not at all. That's a huge thing. When people, you can lose weight, you guys, without working out, right? But it's a lot harder. So that's a big point, right? Crash dieting and slowing your metabolism. So we're going to talk about, there's a lot of diets out there, you guys, and a lot of people are on super low calorie or super low carbohydrate. And the truth is your body adapts, and you're actually slowing your metabolism. You're creating an actual worse problem for yourself. So we're going to talk about how to avoid that. So these are all things that we've done. You guys, every single one of us has done these things. But the truth is, I think it's time that you guys get the right information. It's time to clean the slate, because you've all been lied to and fooled. And this is something that literally makes me angry. So I wanted to just clear it all up so we can all start fresh, and you guys can literally have a foundation and get it right from today forward. And that way you guys actually start getting results rather than frustrations. So let's talk about the food industry and the fitness industry. These are two industries that I'm literally dealing with every day, and also two of the most deceptive industries of our time. You're literally a marketing target 24/7 by these industries, and they don't have your best interest at heart. You need to understand that you're being sold on products, and these products, a lot of them actually cause inflammation, disease, and quite frankly, a lot of them are just flat out poison. But they're marketed very, very well. And the truth is, these products are affecting your weight loss. They are affecting your weight gain goals if you're trying to put on muscle, but more importantly, they're negatively affecting your health. So you're spending money to actually, you're thinking that you're trying to do something that's better for your body, and it's actually affecting you negatively. And when we get into this, I'm talking about fillers, I'm talking about ingredients that you can't pronounce and everything else. So that's the thing, is the big lie, right? So you've been made to believe in false advertising. Products literally that are full of fillers and do little to nothing for you. So you're literally just spending money for no reason. Okay, our foods today are full of harmful ingredients causing inflammation, weight gain, and even ingredients that have been studied and proven to make you hungrier and addicted, so you buy more and eat more. You guys, so understand that you're dealing with the food industry, who's one of the most powerful, smart industries on the planet. And the truth is, they do know the things to put in their food to make you addicted to it, to make you hungrier, to make you crave things. And it's causing the issue, right? But you've got to be smarter than that. So the other thing that we already touched on is fake before and after photos that somehow people still buy into. And there's many other lies from these industries, you guys. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys have heard of this saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day? If you've heard this, give me a 1 in the chat box. Or if you haven't heard this saying, give me a 2. Awesome. Yeah, tons of 1s. Right? We've all heard this saying, you guys. But the question is, who said this? Who created this saying? Or who made it popular more so, right? And the answer is 2 very well-known, highly respected geniuses, of course, with the last name of Kellogg's and Post. Yes, that is right. The 2 largest breakfast cereal manufacturers of our time. So I'm not saying that breakfast isn't important, you guys. What I'm saying is that a lot of what we're being fed through marketing, through online is pushing products, right? Is there to make you think that, oh yeah, cereal's healthy for you for breakfast, and we'll get into this more, but the truth is that the problem is most American breakfasts consist of simple starchy carbohydrates. Okay, these instantly spike your insulin in the morning, and it sets you up for fat gain and a roller coaster ride literally all day long. So it'll literally leave you constantly feeling hungry throughout the day and craving more food. You guys, cereal is terrible. You know, obviously there's better ones than others, but it's not that great for you. And milk is even worse, you guys. I have a saying with my clients where I say that milk is for 2 types of people, babies and people that want cancer. And it's just because the stuff that they put in milk nowadays is terrible. You're not getting actual just plain milk, right? You're getting it pumped full of hormones and everything else. So the other thing, you guys, is sugar, artificial sweeteners, fillers, they all cause insulin spikes and fat storage. So when you can't find a cereal that doesn't have 9 grams per serving, you know, and per serving, you guys, typically is like a half cup. And I know that when every single one of you, when I used to eat cereal, I mean, I was probably eating two cups, you know, so I was probably eating 4 servings. You might as well be drinking literally a Coca-Cola for breakfast. So these are all things that you need to think about, because early in the morning is not the time that you want to spike your insulin, right? Now, breakfast should consist of proteins, veggies, maybe some light fruit, oatmeal, or maybe a complex carb like sweet potatoes. Okay, so these types of ingredients will give you the energy that you need for the day, but more importantly, without the crash that you would experience in the afternoon. So this allows your insulin to actually slowly level out for the day versus spiking and then dropping and then spiking. So it avoids the roller coaster. Okay, so ask yourself this question. In fact, and let's be honest, in the chat box, you guys, if your typical breakfast has starchy carbohydrates or any type of sugary items, would you put a 1 in the chat box? Or maybe you don't eat breakfast, and if you don't eat breakfast, put a 2, right? So this is literally a simple fix that could not change. Okay, cool. We got a couple 1s, a lot of 2s. We got a lot of 1s. And that's normal, you guys. I think a lot of people don't even think about it. Like, a lot of people have toast and a lot of things in the morning for breakfast that they don't even realize, you know, affect your insulin in not the best of ways. You know, a lot of people eat that stuff. It's one thing if you're having a complete breakfast with veggies and protein and maybe a little bit of carbohydrates, but if you're just eating stuff like cereal, which is basically sugar on top of sugar, because you guys, carbohydrates, like cereal, your body, once it processes it, your brain thinks it's sugar. So it's basically just one big sugar insulin spike. And this is literally a simple fix that you guys could change your energy levels and how much weight you lose, like pretty much right away. You know, if you had a couple of eggs and a little bit of oatmeal with just a tiny bit of fruit, you'd be amazed at what that's going to do to just help level things out for you. And again, you don't want to be adding a bunch of sugars and sweeteners and stuff to it, you guys. If you can find stuff like cinnamon and other stuff that make it taste good without needing all the sweet. So fat-free foods. How many of you guys in your lifetime, and put it in the chat box, how many of you have thought fat-free foods are better than whole fat for weight loss? All right, give me a 1 if you guys think fat-free foods are better than whole fat foods for weight loss. And give me a 2 if you think that whole fat is better than fat-free. Awesome. Sweet. All right, yeah, fat-free foods, you guys are making you fat. And not for the reasons that you guys think. So here's the thing is, the fat-free trend of the 1980s, fat-free became the new marketing fad fast, okay? So it seemed logical, less fat, more weight loss. But the question is, why did obesity rates skyrocket during those same years, okay? So when these companies jumped on this bandwagon, the thing is when you remove fat from food, your food tastes like crap, right? Fat has a lot of flavor and it makes things taste good. So what did companies have to do? They had to add sugar and carbohydrates to make the food taste good. Now, carbs aren't so bad, you guys. I don't want you to get in the thought process that carbs are bad for you. They're not, but certain carbohydrates aren't that great for you. So it's an understanding of what carbs do work for you and what carbs don't, right? These type of carbohydrates that we're talking that they put in the food are not the type of carbohydrates that you're looking for. So that means that while you're eating less fat, you're still spiking your insulin levels, which causes fat storage. Not to mention most people overeat fat-free items because it's fat-free. So they think they can eat more, and this just leads to extra calories. So it's an understanding, you guys, that fats, carbs, proteins, they don't make you fat, okay? Extra calories are what actually make you gain weight. So the question is this, who sees the trend here? And if you guys have any idea yet, what are the 2 main focuses for fat loss? Go ahead and pop it in the chat box if you guys have any guesses for what are the 2 main focuses for fat loss. Awesome. Sweet, yeah, those are good answers. You're close. So if you guessed insulin response and total calories, you're correct, okay? So these are the 2 main focuses when trying to lose weight, is keeping your insulin level and then your total amount of daily calories. So let's talk about keeping insulin level, the fat loss formula. You guys, this has everything to do with keeping insulin level throughout the day. You want few highs and lows, okay? You want to try to keep it as level as possible, and very little to do with the amount of fat you eat. Again, fats and carbs don't make you fat. Too many calories make you fat. If you overeat protein, you guys, you can gain weight. If you overeat fats, you can gain weight. If you overeat carbs, you can gain weight. But it doesn't have to do with the specific items necessarily, although I am going to give you guys kind of a basis for how many of these items that you should be eating per day. But one isn't more important than the other. They have equal importance. So the one thing that a lot of Americans still don't know how to do is how to read food labels. And you guys, this is super important to understand food labels. You should always check them before buying products. So you want whole, real, organic ingredients if you can help it, okay? If you can't pronounce it, why eat it? You know, this is something that just doesn't make sense to me, is the fact that and you guys, I'm guilty of it too. I was guilty of it for years, where I just didn't care to look at labels, right? I was much more about just taste and wanting things to taste good. And the truth is, you guys, if you understand what you're putting in your body, you can skip out on a lot of things that are causing sickness and disease and anxiety and stress and depression. And you got to understand that these things that you're putting in your body are causing a lot of the ailments in our world right now. So the other thing, you guys, is there's 100 different names for sugar. There might actually be more than that. But when you understand that, you start to understand that this food industry is so smart, you guys. What they do is they mix things up. They keep people confused. They change names on you, because if you keep people in the dark, if you keep them dumb, basically, then they don't know any better. So it's important that you understand this, that just because it doesn't say sugar doesn't mean there's not some type of sugar in it. So the other thing is learning your macros, you guys, understanding the total fats, carbs, and proteins that are actually in a food label. And the thing is this, once you learn to read them, you don't have to read them forever. It's just so you find a routine and get into what works for you, and then it becomes really, really simple. So the first thing, you guys, is that when you're looking at items listed on the ingredients list, the item that is first on the ingredients list is going to be the most volume in that product. So here you see that sugar is the #1 ingredient in this cookie, okay? So the other thing that you want to be really, really, what you really want to notice is the serving size, right? So a lot of times these food labels are tricking you because of serving size, and you got to be really, really careful to understand that and just be aware of it. So the other thing is cinnamon on this list, you guys, is the last item here. So this cookie is made mostly of sugar and has the smallest ingredient of cinnamon. So understanding that, you can pretty much look at a product and go, what is this mostly made of? So the other thing too, you guys, is that find a way to get into one ingredient foods. If you can stick to one ingredient foods, you guys, your weight loss journey is, it's almost game over, okay? And by one ingredient foods, what I mean is chicken is chicken, okay? If there's something else on that label for chicken, there's something wrong with that chicken. So an apple, you guys, is an apple. It's a one ingredient item. You know, when you stick to vegetables, lean meats, your proteins, and carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, red potatoes, stuff like that, you guys, those one ingredient items, and I call them, you know, the earthly items, because it comes out of the earth. Like, those are going to be the things that actually make your journey that much easier. These are ingredients you should avoid. Now, I'm not going to get super in depth into this, you guys. What I want you to do is take some time on your own and actually go read this full article at the bottom here. So if you want, take a screenshot of this really quick. It's really, really a really simple, easy article to read, but these are items that are found in a lot of stuff, you guys, especially packaged foods, but more importantly, like stuff like Baskin-Robbins ice cream and stuff like that is, and other items that you eat out at, and it's all in this article. But BHA, you guys, is a carcinogen, and you got to understand that a lot of this stuff causes cancer. It causes a lot of other issues, tumors, messes with ADD. So parabens actually decrease testosterone, and it's found in breast cancer. Partially hydrogenated oil, you guys. So you need to understand something about trans fats. This is another trend. But these product companies putting 0 grams trans fat on their products. But here's the thing. These guys are legally allowed through the FDA to still have 0.49 grams per serving of trans fat in their products. So I want you to really think about something. When you pick up a bag of chips or something like that, and it says 0 grams trans fats, but the bag has 10 servings in it, okay? That would mean that it has 5 grams of trans fats. And these are artery clogging, like major issue fats. So the whole thing is, just because it says this doesn't mean that it's true. You know, these food companies get away with it. So you got to be really, really smart with when you're buying products. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, if you guys shop on the outside of a grocery store versus the inner aisles, you're going to be well on your way to eating properly. because almost all organic ingredients, proteins, all that stuff are found on the outskirts of a store, not on the inner aisles. And the inner aisles are typically packaged food that are soaked in crap. So the other thing is caramel coloring, you guys. Caramel coloring is literally sugar treated with ammonia. And it's found in all sodas, diet sodas, regular sodas, major issues that this is causing. So again, when you look at products like soda and stuff like that, it's not so much just the fact that the sugar, right? The artificial sweeteners. What people don't think about is the other stuff that they're treating it with that's causing, cancers and tumors and all sorts of stuff. So if you're still drinking soda, just get rid of it. Do whatever you can. Drink soda water with lime or something that still gives you that like carbonation, that bite, but gets you away from all the artificial stuff. So castoreum, you guys, is found pretty much in all natural ingredients. And that's another thing to just touch on really quick. Natural does not mean organic, you guys. So when you're in the store shopping, again, natural, you can see natural flavorings and it's still artificial. So it's just another way that they've gotten around this little this marketing, right? If it doesn't say organic, it's not organic. If it's natural, it's not real, unfortunately. So the other thing is food dyes, you guys. They found that cause major issues with ADD, and as well it causes tumors. So, and then hydrolyzed vegetable protein, which is like MSG. If you guys don't know, that MSG causes a lot of issues as well. So these are just ingredients you want to avoid, guys. Again, go check out this article and get more details about all this stuff. It's pretty eye-opening. So there's a couple other things that we kind of already talked about, but a big one that I wanted to talk about was salt, you guys. These are items that you should avoid. Now, here's the thing. Salt isn't bad, you guys. If you eat some salt, it's not a big deal. But here's the problem. Most people don't realize that packaged food is literally soaked in salt to preserve it, right? Because it's a preservative. Then what happens is you cook at home and you use a salt shaker. When you eat out, your food is pumped with salt. It makes it difficult because it's literally hidden in a lot of foods. And research has shown that eating high amounts of sodium, you guys, makes you thirstier, makes you hungrier, makes you more likely to overeat, and it can increase the size of your fat cells. So I threw away my salt shakers a long time ago. I do not salt my food. It is completely unnecessary. You get plenty of sodium without adding salt to it. So you'll still want to get plenty of sodium, or you're still gonna get plenty of sodium if you don't add salt to your food. So take, for instance, just as an example, you guys, like a can of green beans from the grocery store has 1,200 milligrams of sodium in it. And that's per serving. So the thing is that you get your daily amount of sodium from that one can of green beans. And when you think about all the other food that you have salt with, it's completely unnecessary. So try to limit that as much as you can. Sugar is also hidden in so many foods, especially diet foods. Again, it hides under almost 100 names. Even artificial sweeteners, although calorie-free, are still recognized by the brain as sugar, and your body releases insulin, causing you to store fat. So simple carbohydrates, you guys, are something that you want to avoid when losing weight, because again, all of these things, when they hit your stomach and process, your body goes, ooh, it's sugar. Which we're talking about: cakes, candies, breads, white flour, anything processed, pastas, sugars, artificial sweeteners, fruit juices, and sodas. Now, I know that most of you guys will look on this and go, oh, well, breads, right? Like I can eat wheat bread, which is fine, you guys. You need to limit bread, okay? The truth is that white or wheat bread, they don't actually have that much different of a response in your body. And bread is just not as full of nutrients as food companies want you to believe. So yeah, it's whole wheat. You know, if you're going to eat bread, I suggest Ezekiel bread. It's by far better than any bread out there. But with that said, if your main goal and you're on a mission to cut weight, the more you can stay away from breads, pastas, this kind of stuff, the faster it's going to happen for you. And again, it's not about carbs are bad for you, you guys. There's just certain types of carbs that are better for you. You know, if you're looking at rice, sweet potatoes, vegetables, stuff like that, that are really good carbohydrates for you. So let's talk about artificial sweeteners a little bit, you guys. What's the real deal with artificial sweeteners? Okay, research has proven that 0-calorie sweeteners still make you gain weight, and it's not for the reasons that you would think. Like we already mentioned, sweeteners like sucralose, aspartame, saccharin, they say they don't get processed in your body and are 0-calorie, but the truth is that your brain still looks at them as though they're sugar, and so it still releases hormones, aka spiking your insulin. They also can't prove that it doesn't cause cancer, Alzheimer's, and other major issues. So again, if they can't prove that it doesn't, you know, it might be worth staying away from. So not to mention that your brain, you guys, is constantly creating habits, right? When you have sweeteners, or when you add sweeteners to food and you eat foods containing sweet things, you're actually training your brain to only like foods that are sweet. So the problem that this causes is that you crave sweet foods, carbs, sugar, sweets, pastries, etc., because your brain believes that's how food should taste. So while some people are looking at it going, oh, well, artificial sweeteners are 0-calorie. Yeah, that's great. But it actually makes you crave things that are going to make it harder for you to lose weight. So I challenge you to eliminate sweeteners for 30 days. Because what will happen is your brain will actually start to crave whole foods again, and whole foods will actually taste better. So you got to understand, you guys, that your mind-body connection is so important. Your brain is very smart. It's constantly looking for habits to create, but also it's constantly adapting. So if you're training it to think that foods are supposed to taste that sweet, well, guess what? Of course, vegetables and stuff like that are going to taste like crap to you, because you've conditioned your brain to actually think that foods are supposed to taste sugary. So of course it doesn't like those foods, you know? And so when you start to eliminate that stuff, you're really gonna find that it is a lot easier to eat whole foods, and they actually taste better. So now, if you absolutely need a sweetener, which I don't think anyone needs anything, but if you do need it, reach for stevia, you guys. It is the one sweetener that has the least negative effects on your body right now, and works for weight loss. So, but make sure that you do whole leaf. That's supposed to say leaf, not leave. Whole leaf organic stevia. Some companies like Truvia and others are basically like a watered down version, kind of processed, and it's not as good for you. So if you're gonna do it, make sure you get it from like an organic Whole Foods that is actually whole leaf organic stevia. Now, let's talk about macros, you guys. Understanding your macros, and I wanna keep this super simple. That's why I put KISS up there. Keep it super simple. Or keep it simple stupid. I don't remember which it is, but keep it super simple sounds good. So protein, you guys, and this is something that if you've got a piece of paper to take notes, this is the time to do it. Or you can always, if I do a replay of this video, you'll have the recording too. So protein is 4 calories per gram of protein. Okay, carbohydrates are 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate. Fats are 9 calories per gram. So typically with my clients, you guys, the starting weight point, or the point for weight loss formula, is a 40-40-20, meaning 40% carbohydrates, 40% proteins, 20% fat for the day. Okay, so this is kind of a base for when you're starting out, that if you kind of really try to stick to this, you're going to start to have successes. Now, as time goes on, you know, you can tweak it a little bit here and there. And that's the thing, you guys, to understand, is that fitness isn't necessarily, black and white. You need to find things that work for you and your body, but this is a great starting point. So first off, we have to help you calculate your BMR, which is your base metabolic rate, okay? Go to this little link here, you guys, or again, take a screenshot of this so you have it. It's a free BMR tool. It allows you to basically plug in your info, your height, your age, all that stuff. And it's gonna give you a calculated BMR, okay? Now, BMR basically, you guys, is daily calories that you burn for your height, your weight, age, all that stuff. It gives you a base number of calories you burn without exercising every day, okay? So this is just a number there where, like, if you got up and you didn't do anything for the day, your body's still burning calories because you're constantly firing muscles, even moving around and everything else. So you do have a certain amount of calories that you burn without exercise. So if your BMR, let's say for a guy, is 2,400 calories per day, okay? What we do next is we add calories burned from exercising. So 1 hour of exercise can be about 600 to 900 calories depending upon the intensity. So we're gonna shoot on the low end, okay? If your BMR is 2,400 calories, you add 600 calories for the calories burned from exercise, and that means that you're gonna burn 3,000 calories that day. So if this was your daily routine, you could eat 2,500 calories a day using the 40-40-20 rule, and you would lose 1 pound a week, okay? And when you understand this, you guys, weight loss is a simple science, and it works. It works for all different body types, and it's if you just slightly adjust it to your body type, then you're gonna get results from it. So that's basically 3,000 calories burned minus 2,500 calories eaten is a 500 calorie deficit a day. So losing weight, you guys, is all about being in a calorie deficit. But with that said, when people go too low in calories, your body starts to protect itself and it actually starts to hold on to fat rather than releasing it. So it's also important to keep that in mind as well. So the macros, you guys, how to calculate macros for 2,500 calories using the 40-40-20 rule. Okay, so this is how you understand the macronutrients part of things, which is your proteins, carbs, and fats. Okay, so for 2,500 calories, remember the 40-40-20 rule. So 40% protein equals 2,500 calories times 0.40. That's 1,000 calories per day that you need to eat in protein. 40% carbs is 2,500 times 0.40 is 1,000 calories per day are going to come from carbohydrates. And then 20% of fats, which is 2,500 times that was supposed to be 0.20. 20% fats equals 2,500 times, that's supposed to be 0.20, guys. My apologies. Is 500 calories, okay? So I was looking at that going, that math's not right. So that's 2,500 calories. So basically just times the 2,500 times the percent, it gives you your calories. Now the grams, you guys. So basically 1,000 calories of protein equals 250 grams of protein. 1,000 calories of carbohydrates equals 250 grams of carbohydrates. And 500 calories of fat is 56 grams of fat. So right there, you guys, if you understand food labels, you can literally just plug this information in from the food that you're eating, or you can get an app like, there's an app called Lose It that is really, really awesome. That basically you just plug your food into and it calculates this stuff for you. So again, you guys, there's tools out there, use them, right? Make your life easy. So now, when you read food labels, you can simply count the grams you're eating and simply make sure you don't go over, okay? This is what we refer to when we say make sure to count your macros. Now, it's a very simple science that literally, if you follow this, you guys, you can't help but win. So, do you know what this means? 2,500 calories a day, you guys, of real whole food is a ton of food. And when you eat the right things, you will stay full all day and not feel tired or run down. meaning you actually will be eating more food and still losing weight. So what are you supposed to do on days you don't work out? So here's a question for you guys. If you were on this plan and you had a rest day where you're not going to be working out, would you number one, stick to the macros and just eat less calories? Or number two, eat the same amount of calories as your training day? So go ahead in the chat box, you guys, give me a #1 or a #2 and let me know what your thought is. I'm going to grab some water real quick. Awesome. Again, on days that you're not training, days that you do not work out, would you, number one, stick to your macros and just eat less calories? Or number two, eat the same amount of calories as your training day? Awesome. Yeah, it looks like we've kind of got an even split here. We've got a lot of ones and a lot of twos. That's good, right? So the answer is this, you guys, just eat a little less on the days that you don't train. So the answer is that you should eat a little less calories on the days that you don't train, and that way you're still in a calorie deficit and on track to your 1 pound loss per week. Plus, you truly don't need the extra food for energy if you're not training. So I've tested this with clients as well as myself, where we eat less starchy carbohydrates like rice, potatoes, etc., on non-training days, and have found this to be very effective. So this is basically what we call carb cycling, you guys, in its simplest form. You can do carb cycling 100 different ways, right? And you can get pretty extreme with it, but this is just the basics of it. So the thing is carbohydrates are needed when you're training to replace glycogen, and we're going to get into that. But the truth is that on days that you don't train, you don't need as many of those carbohydrates. So if you cut some of those out, then your total calories are going to naturally be less, right? So you stay in that calorie deficit. So it's worth trying and testing for yourself. Again, you guys, it's important that I put that in your mind constantly, is that try things for your body, test it, see what works for you, and then adjust and constantly adjust. So here's the fitness success map, you guys. All right. Understanding your body type. There's 3 main body types, okay? Endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. Now, there's also subtypes of these body types. So don't just get stuck in the box of thinking that there's 3 different body types. The other important thing to know, you guys, is one diet won't fit all body types. And if any trainer tells you this, they're full of it. Now, with that said, there is the basis, like I said, that works wonders. And it is really about being in a calorie deficit. But with that said, look at the endomorph picture, you guys, okay? Endomorphs have a tendency to be more carb sensitive. Unfortunately for the endomorphs, you guys, and this is just how it is going to be more difficult for you to lose weight, okay? So it's one of those unfortunate things, but here's the thing, is that you can change your body type, you guys. You don't, just because you're an endomorph now, you can change your body type. Ectomorphs can become mesomorphs. And obviously, if you look at a mesomorph, you guys, it seems to be like the body type that everyone's basically pushing to have. But the thing is that once you get there, it's easy to maintain, right? The key is that you've got to take what you've got right now and understand it, better understand your body type, be willing to test things out for your specific body type and just adjust. Certain body types require a little less or a little more when it comes to calculating macros. But again, starting at the 40-40-20, once you have it down, and again, it's not all set in stone, but just slightly adjust, test, and readjust. And I've got a full in-depth guide in my new book coming out, you guys, 101 Weight Loss Techniques, that's coming out May 31st, that covers this in full depth of understanding your body type and kind of how to adjust your food to touch on that stuff. So the biggest thing is, don't fear carbs, you guys. You need them. You absolutely need carbs. You need fat. You need protein. Instead, learn proper food timing, okay? you need carbohydrates to replenish glycogen when after you exercise. Okay, not all carbs are created equal, right? Sweet potato is not the same as bread, right? They're both carbs, but they have different insulin responses. They react differently with your body. So it's understanding again how food interacts with your body on the glycemic index. Now, with that said, when you eat certain foods with other foods, like as long as you're eating like proteins, when you eat proteins, you want to make sure that you have a vegetable source, because the vegetable source helps break down the protein. So I always say try to have, you know, when you're doing the 40-40-20, it's pretty simple. You guys have each on your plate a tiny bit of fat, you know, carbohydrate. So basically a vegetable, a protein, and maybe a little bit of starchy carbohydrates as well. Depending upon, now food timing, you guys, is all about basically eating your carbohydrates closest to before and after your workout. So understand that super low carb diets, you guys, they cause really low energy, dehydration, and a tendency to binge on bad carbs and sugar. So these people that are on these low carbohydrate diets, you know, every week or two end up so hangry, as you would call it, that they typically go out and they eat really bad for a day, because your body is almost on shutdown mode saying, hey, I need carbohydrates and sugar, and why aren't you giving them to me? You know, so low carb diets don't work, you guys. Eating certain foods at certain times where they balance your blood sugar and also effectively renew your energy source, aka your glycogen cells. Carbohydrates are best eaten right before and right after your workouts. Eating these closely to your workouts allows your body to use these nutrients to produce energy, and after your workout, it's important to replenish your glycogen stores. That way, the following day, if you go back to work out again, you actually have energy. If you don't replace those glycogen stores, then you're running on fumes, you guys, and you're gonna be miserable, and you don't need to be. That's the whole point. So the other thing is, go to the gym, right? So here's the thing, you guys, lifting weights is the fastest route to fat loss and muscle gain, right? Why you should go to the gym versus not lifting weights. Creating a routine and food prep. So we're gonna go kind of over all this stuff just real quick. But here's the thing, you guys, is that especially for you women, get it out of your head that weights are gonna make you bulky, because it's just not true. Weights are the fastest way to lose weight. And if you're not training for years for competition style lifting, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna get bulky. And here's the thing is, research shows you guys that you're 5 times more likely to work out and stay consistent if you own a gym membership. So the psychology behind, if I'm paying for it, then I'm going to go and not waste it, is really true. You can power off from the world for an hour. This is so important, okay? 0 distractions, and I call it my meditation, because it is. It's a form of meditation, you guys. We live in a world of distractions. We live in a world of constantly being on our phone, constantly being in interactions. And this allows you to power down from the world for an hour, put some music on and be in a zone and just, you know, have some you time. And that's really important. On top of that, it's amazing networking. You guys, you see the same people all the time, and you can not only make great friends, but you can make incredible connections at the gym. So it's kind of fun to go be social. And yeah, it's not the place to always just be social, but you do end up having great conversations with people. And the key is just to get in and get your work done. And then if you have a little bit of conversation, that's great. So most gyms, you guys, have kids zones. So if you have kids, let me tell you something. This is probably your favorite hour of the day if your gym has a kids zone, because your kids get to go have fun. You get a break mentally, which is most important, and it's healthy for you. You guys, it's a stress release. So tons of gyms nowadays, you guys, are under $15 a month, and that is completely worth your health. And it's motivating to be around others that are on the same journey. So things to avoid, okay? Here's the thing, you guys, is most of you on this call, if you're not currently have a gym membership, then you're probably thinking, oh geez, I don't like going to the gym. It's intimidating, which I get, you guys. But here's the thing is, don't feel embarrassed. Look, everyone's at different points, and we all started somewhere. I even hated the gym when I was new. And honestly, when I go to a new gym, it's still slightly uncomfortable when you first go to a new gym because it's different. It's change. And as human beings, we don't like change. So, but you'll get used to it. It'll start to become fun. And that's the thing is you got to create the habit. And don't be afraid to ask people how a piece of equipment works, especially the trainers, you guys. They're there to help you. Those are your resources. Use them. You know, if you're worried about them trying to sell you training, don't, because it's pretty simple. Say no, right? If you don't want to hire a trainer. So don't be worried to talk to people and ask questions. Avoid trying to always look pretty. And I put here, look, ladies and gents, some days I go to the gym in fun outfits, and some days I look like absolute hell. And that's just all there is to it. And who cares? We're there to sweat, release stress, get results, and get out of our heads for an hour. And that is why we go to the gym. So who wants to guess what the #1 pitfall is for people going to the gym? Let me see some answers here in the chat box, you guys. Any type of answers, just throw them out there. What do you guys think is the #1 pitfall for people who go to the gym? Awesome. Intimidating, yeah, that can be it. Cool, keep them coming, you guys. The #1 pitfall for people going to the gym is comparing yourself to others, and you need to stop it. Okay, here's a little reality check, you guys, a little mindset training for you. It's bad enough that we live in a social media and reality TV show world that give you a false sense of beauty and reality, okay? Don't beat yourself up by comparing yourself to others, because I have a big news flash for you. You will never be or look like them. You are you. The only competition you have is yourself and that voice inside your head. And the truth is, the voice you're listening to, is it a positive one or is it a negative one? Because it's time you realize that you're capable of great things. It just takes consistency, you guys. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes work. But it's actually quite simple, right? Right now, it just seems hard because what you don't know yet, you simply don't know. And it's hard enough when there's all this crappy information online. So once you have the tools, all you need is to apply them effectively and consistently until it becomes routine, and then it's easy, effortless, and mindless. And that's the whole plan, right? So how many days a week do you guys think that you should be lifting weights? Let me see some answers. Like, how many days a week do you think you should go to the gym? We got some 4s, we got some 5s. Someone put 8. No, you definitely don't need 8 days a week. So you guys, what if I said every day? Now, most of you probably look at that and go, what the heck? No, I don't really mean every day, but pretty close. And here's why, okay? I found with clients over 13 years that they get the best results training 5 to 6 days a week. Some even do 7 days a week, but I don't suggest this. I believe in rest and I believe in recovery. So I think 5 to 6 days a week is plenty, right? Now, once you get your body to a certain point, you guys, that you're happy with and you just want to maintain, 3 to 4 days a week is probably fine if you're just trying to maintain. But we're talking about giving you results, okay? And on top of that, your body grows while it rests. So A, it's super important for recovery, resting, getting plenty of sleep. But the other thing is that over 13 years of training, you guys, I've found that 75% of people quit going that only go 3 days a week. So, because here's why. It becomes too easy for them when they miss day 2, day 3, and then all of a sudden they're frustrated and they quit going altogether because they never properly formed a habit, and it's hard, right? It seems hard, or you'll hear them say it's too hard. It's too much work. Okay, but it's because they didn't properly form the habit and just become consistent and comfortable in, because you guys, it's not hard. It's simple. Okay. It's an hour out of your day. And that hour out of your day is important for you, for your brain function, for the way you live, for your health, for how you feel about yourself. It's important. Okay. So also, the clients that trained 5 to 6 days a week not only saw larger weight loss results, which resulted in obviously satisfaction, but it resulted in continuing with the training. And it also created a solid habit to where even after I was no longer their trainer, even after they told me, I no longer need you, I can do this on my own, they continued to go 5 to 6 days a week, which is phenomenal, right? Because they created the habit. So the question that I get a lot is, what about overtraining? You guys, overtraining is real. However, it's thrown around way too loosely, and quite frankly, it's an excuse. Athletes train sometimes 4 hours a day, every day, and they don't overtrain. So how is it that 45 minutes to an hour of exercise a day is going to put you into overtraining? The answer is, it simply won't, okay? But I'm not saying go to the gym 4 hours a day to increase your results. I don't think that's necessary. I think 45 minutes to an hour is more than enough to get consistent results as long as you get your nutrition locked in. Okay, so it's really not that bad. Now, let me ask you guys something. Has this been informative so far? I just want to make sure that what I'm putting together for you guys is helpful. So if you guys can put a hashtag good stuff into the chat box, that would help me out to at least let me know that we're on the right track. We're moving along. Awesome. Cool. Looks good. So let me ask you guys something. What if there was a system? Okay, and system, I'm referring to saving yourself time, energy, and money. Okay, a system that was proven time and time again by hundreds of individuals getting results, even for people who had never stepped foot in a gym, to have a simple daily step-by-step guide that they could literally just follow. Okay, that's why I created the 8-week system. Okay, the 8-week shred, it's a fully digital product, and I created it for this exact case where you can literally just plug into it and follow it, and it's easy. Okay, but here's the thing. Most people typically pay a personal trainer $50 to $75 per hour. Okay, I have had a lot of clients that I was charging $75 an hour before I took my business online. So if you were to train 3 times a week at $50, that's $150. 4 weeks would be $600 per month. So that's $1,200 for an 8-week program, you guys. I was charging about $3,000 for an 8-week body transformation program. Okay, that's a lot of money, right? Well, the 8-week system, you guys, would you pay $200 if you knew without a doubt that a program could change your life and your body forever? Would that be worth it? And you guys can answer these questions in the chat box if you think it would be worth it, or if you think that's too much, but here's the thing. I want you guys to wait before you get lost in the sales pitch, okay? So, because here's the thing, you guys. What if you were the ones getting paid to lose weight? And I'm going to just let that question soak in for a second. What if you were the one that actually got paid to lose the weight? And yeah, you heard me right. And no, there is no catch. Okay. The 8-week shred, you guys, is going to be a $79 one-time fee. Okay. And here's where this gets interesting and fun. How many of you would agree we live in a social media world? If you guys would agree with that, give me a hashtag social media in the chat box. Because here's the thing. How many of you guys recognize at least 5, 6, 7 of these logos right here? And how many of you are on at least one of them or have been today? I know you all have, because you've probably accessed Facebook already this morning. So that's the thing, you guys, is we live in a social media world, period. So what if you got paid by simply documenting your 8-week shred journey on social media? Well, here's the thing. It's already happening, you guys. So these guys have all basically been a part of the 8-week shred program, got incredible results, and along the way are able to actually make money just by simply losing weight. So, because here's what I've done for you guys. Over the 8 weeks, just simply post photos with fun tags about the shred. Now, you guys, it's called the 8-week shred, but you can go through this program as many times as you want. You own it. So the thing is it's not just 8 weeks, but it's the results that I'm showing you are over an 8-week period, because it takes you 8 weeks to create a solid habit for yourself, right? So here's the thing. All you're doing is you're posting progress and updates and mentioning to people what you're doing. You'll basically be allowed to sign up for our free affiliate program. You get your very own affiliate code and link to share with people. So as you lose weight and you have success on the program, which in fact you will if you follow it, it's as simple as letting other people know how you did it. So here's what I've done for you guys on this webinar. I'm actually giving you guys the 8-week shred for a $49 one-time fee. It's the entire system, you guys, and it's one time, not monthly. So the affiliate discount price is only available to those on this webinar. Now, for every person that goes through your referral code, you make a $35 referral fee, okay? So it's 75%, you guys, that I'm basically giving you guys just to talk to people about the shred. Now, think of that. If you refer one person, your program is basically free. If you refer two, you're in profit, okay? Let that soak in for a second, you guys, because a lot of people don't think about what I'm actually offering you guys, okay? I believe that fitness is for everyone. I think everyone should have the real, correct information and stop being confused by all the nonsense that's online. So what I've done is, yeah, this is a business. Obviously, it needs to make money. But here's the thing is, you guys, just by referring people out, we're going to build a massive, massive, awesome community of fitness people that are out there trying to change, because we're all on the same mission, and you guys all can make money while you're doing it. So it's an awesome setup. Now, I've created it basically, you guys, because I want to help more people get fit and do it not only for free, but to where literally you guys can get paid and have fun with people that you care about. It's that simple. You get the program, you follow it, you get in shape, you post results on social media, you send people your link, and you get paid. It's really that simple. So to get this price though, you guys, in this affiliate program, you've got to act fast. Okay, I've never done it before with any other group. So the $49 an affiliate program is only available to the first 100 people who sign up. And here's the link to basically sign up for the program, okay? It's tinyurl.com/affiliate discount. So you're getting basically almost half off the price of the program, and you have the ability to make money every time you refer somebody to the program. So it's an awesome setup for you guys. The tools for you to offer a friend and family discount, okay? I want you guys to be able to offer people a discount as well. So when you become an affiliate, you can offer people the discounted rate on the program as long as they go through your link for the discounted rate of $49. So the program, you guys, if somebody goes directly to the 8-week shred sales page, is going to be $79, okay? And the only way that they're going to be able to get the discounted rate is if they hear about it through one of you. So this will give you basically a tool that will dramatically increase the use of your affiliate link, rather than them just going to the website. So you guys, what is the shred? Okay, what is the 8-week program? It's a full workout program, your 8 weeks of workouts. So literally every day you know exactly what needs to be done. Okay, it's a full nutrition guide. So we do a full meal plan. It's customizable to you, to your body, and it literally is all the nutrition guidance that you're going to need over the 8 weeks to lose the weight. And it's why you saw so many successful transformation photos at the beginning of this, because it works, okay? Now, the supplement guide, you guys, is to show you supplements that aren't going to waste your time or money. And there's really only a few that I suggest, because honestly, when you eat the proper nutrition, you don't really need a lot of supplements, you guys. And that's just the facts. So I lay that out for you so you're not wasting time and money. That alone, you guys, is going to save you a ton of time and money. The food replacement guide, you guys, this is for those of you that are maybe a little bit pickier eaters, or you just want to know, okay, if this is on the meal plan, how do I switch it up with other foods that I like? And that's going to explain how to do that. And then obviously there's videos, you guys, that you can download to your phone, because it's fully digital, that walk you through every single workout. It teaches you form. It teaches you how to properly do the exercises. So you walk into the gym, you don't have to think, you guys, you just follow the routine, and it's really that simple. Okay. Plus, we do one-on-one coaching and support from our private Facebook group. So you get access to our private Facebook group with all of our members. And it's really, really fun, you guys, to see everyone posting their stuff and asking questions, and you're going to love it. So the other thing is, did I mention there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, you guys? So think about that. How long is 8 weeks? Right? It's less than 60 days. So you could literally go through this entire program and get your money back if you absolutely didn't like it. Now, I hope that, you know, that there's not people that do that just because they're jerks, but I just wanted to show you guys that I believe so much in this program. I've seen so many success stories. You guys, this is exactly what people used to pay me $3,000 to $5,000 to literally teach them. And you guys are getting it for 49 bucks. I mean, so if that's not value, you guys, I don't know what is. All right. Now, just one more time, here is the code, the URL to access the shred at a discount. So when you go through this link, you guys, it's going to take you to the 8weekshred.com page, but it's through a special link. All you need to do is purchase it, and you'll have access to everything at the discounted rate, the affiliate program, everything. So here's an extra bonus that I'm going to throw in, because you guys have been awesome tonight. We're getting ready to wrap things up, but the early bird bonus is for those of you that jump on board right now with this program. There's a major bonus. Okay. You're going to get 4 of my best-selling books absolutely free. Okay. Now, if you were to go to the 8-week shred page right now and purchase the shred, 2 of these books are going to cost you 15 bucks, and the other ones are even more. So the thing is there's a total value on these books, you guys, of $49, but I'm going to give them all to you guys for free, just for your time tonight, and for, you know, trusting in me and the system and jumping on board with us. So that right there, you guys, is going to teach you carb cycling. It's going to teach you intermittent fasting. It has a cookbook, which is a paleo cookbook, you guys, but the whole thing is I believe in paleo-ish, meaning I really like the paleo diet, and then I add some carbohydrates into it. So that's the whole thing. Is it's still a great cookbook. You can just customize it a little bit. And then the 3-week sugar detox book, you guys, again, if you've been eating a ton of sugar, this is going to show you exactly what to expect and how to overcome while you're sugar detoxing. So it's literally everything you need, you guys. This is every tool, everything that you could need in one package to completely change the way you train, how to eat more food, get more results, and keep the weight off for good. So I don't want you guys to miss out. You literally have nothing to lose other than the stubborn weight. And this is literally the last workout and nutrition plan that you will literally ever need. So one more time, take a screenshot, you guys, because I'm moving past this. This is how you access the affiliate discount. So here's the thing. One last thing before we go. I have a new book releasing May 31st called 101 Techniques in Weight Loss, you guys. It's going to be $9.99 on Amazon. Okay. This book has taken me about 6 months to put together. It's packed full of information, and is going to be just, I'm super excited about it. It's going to be an awesome, awesome book. Now, here's the thing. I'm doing something really special for those of you guys on this webinar, okay? I need help making this a bestseller, okay? I want this to hit the best-selling list on Amazon, and so what I've done is everyone basically on this webinar can pick this up on pre-sale today for 99 cents, okay? Now, even if you guys didn't do the shred, if you guys can do me the favor and pick up this book, it would literally mean the world to me. We're going to make this a bestseller on Amazon, and that's why I'm basically willing to give away a book that I've worked on for 6 months for 99 cents. So this is just an awesome, awesome read, you guys. It's about 100 pages. So it's not a super hard book to read, but there's just a ton of information, because I don't believe that you need to have a 300-page book, you guys, to give quality information. I try to condense things and give you real value to where you're not stuck reading, a crazy long book. So if you can go to Amazon and pick this up for 99 cents, while it's on pre-sale, before it goes to $9.99, then you're in luck. So that's it, you guys. Again, this is Joshua Zitting, and here is my social media contacts, you guys. If you guys could do me a favor, actually, it would mean a lot if you guys would go to facebook.com /Joshua Zitting Fitness and just leave some comments about what your thoughts were. If you thought the webinar was informative, give me some feedback. I love having feedback, you guys. So connect with me on Instagram. Snapchat is like my new favorite thing in the world. So definitely connect on Snapchat and Twitter. And again, last time, here's the code, you guys, to go grab that affiliate discount. Again, I'm only doing this for the first 100 people, you guys. So jump on board. You're not going to be disappointed. And honestly, I'm going to run with you and basically be your coach. You have access to me as well. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And I look forward to getting to chat with each and every one of you guys. So I will see you guys soon. Take care.